Hi everyone and welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Hope you're all doing great this weekend. I know I'm having a lot of fun. I'm also working a lot. Um, and as you can see, I decided to go ahead and work in my Strong Quotes journal today. It's every time I look back and see how long it's been, it's like way longer than I think it's been since I worked in this. Actually, it was the beginning of May was the last time because I think that was when I got my last uh, Your Creative Studio box, and I used it, I think, again to decorate with. So, anyway, as you can see, I'm kind of just starting straight out. Actually, I had been working in this journal a little bit already, not doing anything overly too interesting. But then I realized, oh yeah, I should really be filming this. So decided to go ahead and just continue with what I was doing, but do a voiceover afterwards. So that's what we're gonna do today. So this first little spread, as usual, I kind of like to keep these a little more simple. But yeah, because it's just more about the quotes really for me than doing a whole bunch of decorating and mixed media kinds of stuff. So, like, kind of simple collages and pasting nice pictures down and kinds of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's just a really relaxing thing for me to work on. So I really enjoy this journal actually a whole lot. I should probably work in it more. But anyway, this quote I decided to go ahead and split into two pieces, and I had just this the lady is from a digital kit, I believe, from Ruby and Pearl XO. If I remember, I will link uh, either to her shop or to the kit itself if I can find it. But she's got some really great vintage photos and stuff. And I don't know, this background paper was kind of stressing me out a little bit because I wasn't sure how to really deal with it. You know, I want to do it justice. Also, I'm not sure if it's upside down or not. I hope it's not. But the more I look at the symbols, I'm thinking, those are probably upside down. But anyway, I just kind of messed around with where the three different elements were going to be on the page and ended up doing this. And at the end of the day, I wanted it to, I wanted all three of them to touch and for your eye to kind of wander down the page a little bit. And I kind of thought that quote was perfect for a geisha girl because they do walk through hell. But they put on a pretty face. So, anyway, so looking for the next page to work in and just kind of flipping through the journal, looking through and seeing what maybe strikes my fancy. And then I kind of came over to this page and that other piece of green paper caught my eye. So right now I'm just looking for the quote that I think I want to use. The quote on the left is actually what I end up using, but I just wanted to double check and make sure there wasn't another one that maybe would be a better one. They're all great quotes, but anyway. So decided to go ahead and use that other piece of green paper. So I'm just kind of ripping it down now, getting rough edges around all four corners, and that's going to actually be the main focus or the main background piece, and then I'll just do a little kind of a collage on top of it. But yeah, I knew I was going to use that piece for sure because it really works well with the right hand page because obviously I use that same paper on the right side. So thought this would kind of make a nice little bookend for this little layout. So this is my photo box filled with all the Your Creative Studio things that I've gotten in my subscription. I think I have it. I think mine ends in July, so I think I have 2 more months of it left, and I don't know that I'm going to continue it. Although I do really enjoy getting them every month. I don't know. I might. Do I need another few months of it? I'll think about it. I really should be saving my money right now, so we'll see. I don't know if I will or not, but if I do decide to, I will let you know. Either way, I'll let you know when my last one comes. But I just pulled out two little things to use to collage with because I really wanted to keep it pretty simple. And so just, different kind of colors that will match kind of with what I already had on the right hand side. So it's a little bit cohesive. And so just gluing that down. And then the other piece is vellum. So I got my art glitter glue out and I tried to keep my glue around just the border of the actual piece that I was gluing down so that hopefully it's invisible. I don't always have the best of luck with that, unfortunately. It seems like whenever I think that it's not going to be seen through the other side, then that's when you see all of it. So I don't know. I guess I'm still figuring that out. I'll remember it at some point. But yeah, just inking around the edges there and just going to glue this down. It's such a shame to cover up all that gorgeous tea staining, but I guess it's for a greater good. And then at this point I thought, oh, it needs just a little bit something more. And I had this piece of washi kind of hanging off to the side because I had used a piece of it for something earlier. So I just took a little bit more off and decided to add it there. And at this point now I'm thinking, does it need something else? So I put that there and thought, nope, that's it. So here's this one. All right, and while we were reading that quote, I was finding my next page, which is this. And I'm gonna work on the left side, and this one's gonna be super simple, guys. I love that paper as the background. And I think that this quote is bold and really doesn't need anything else. I didn't think at the time. I might change my mind the next time I look at the book or another time, but literally just ripped around the edges. I didn't even want to ink around them or anything and glued it down, and that was that. So I think here I'm looking for maybe something else to add because, you just feel like you have to for some strange reason. But I think in the end I decided no. I think that's what Oh, I remember. Yeah, I was looking for something to put on the right hand page. So I thought I'd see what these clear flowers looked like. That one really was pretty. But it was just a little too much red, and there's no red in that left hand side. So just looking through all the flowers, and in the end, I decided that second one with the smaller red flowers in it looked the best. So now I'm just struggling to get the sticker off of it, off the backing, and then I'll paste it down eventually in about 5 years. After I try 50 different places. I think, too, I had it backwards. I thought the back was in the back, and it was actually on the front. So, anyway. So, oh, and then there's Oliver. He decided to come for a visit. So, in the end, I really like that spread, and I'm just going to keep it super simple like that. And, yeah, so talk about keeping it simple. We're going to do the exact same thing on this one. Super simple, guys. Another background that I'm a little bit like, I don't really know what to do with this. So, because everything I have is like vintage and flowery, and seems like I don't really have the right kind of thing to go with it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I have some Tim Holtz stuff that would go well, but I can always add to this if I feel like I want to. But as this is now, I just took my black archival ink and just straight went from the ink pad to the edges and outlined it. I thought that that would help in this one to kind of help it stand out a little bit. But again, just gluing that straight down. So, and then here I think this is the last one that we're going to do today. And I had started with this image I thought I wanted to use on the left. I liked the colors and how it looked with the paper on the right side. That paper, that color is on the right side is kind of an orange and blue. So it's a little bit difficult to find things, I think, to really match with it. But then I thought, oh, what if I made the image of the lady into like a flip open kind of thing? And so I was looking for a quote to put on the backside so that she could shine, but then there would also be a quote that I've been using, from my quotes on the page too. So here I decided on this quote and I thought, well, let's see if it'll even fit. And it did, just barely. It was the exact same width. So just inked around the edges on that. And then I decided to read what was on the bottom of that girl image. And it really didn't go with the quote that I chose at all. So here I'm going back to the drawing board trying to find. Well, I remembered this girl with the red hair, and I really like that one, but it's just too big of an image to really fit on that page, and make it a flip open. So I'm just flipping through these, and I really should go find some other print offs that I have that I can use in this journal, because I don't want the whole journal to just be these really cool images, but just be those. So just want a little bit more variety. But then I came across this tree by itself, and I thought, oh, that might work. So at this point now, I'm just cleaning my mess, as I do. I clean as I go. And I was going to rip around the tree, and I was thinking I would just basically another real simple layout again. Paste that tree down and put the quote kind of under it or on top of it, or somehow make it work. And it would have, but I really didn't want to cut that tree in half, and I kind of would have had to. So back to the drawing board again. And now I'm looking through the Your Creative Studio box again to try and find some. Well, here I was maybe almost going to give up, but then I said, no, keep going. You've got it. just look a little harder. So went back to the Your Creative Studio box to see what I could find. And just kind of flipping through things, because that quote is a pretty powerful one. And it's not like one that calls for girly, flowery things. So then I just decided, okay, let's go, because the color tone of the background color of the quote is kind of like a grungy, really soft green. And so then I thought, okay, well, let's work with those colors and see what I can come up with from there. And here I was looking for a girl that might work with that quote, and decided not to. And then thought, oh, well, maybe some flowery washi tape in a bright color would help. Yeah. I mean, I'm really just, I don't know what I'm looking for at this point, but just looking to see what I even have because there's something, I've forgotten some of what I've even gotten from them. So, um, this was one of them. I was like, what is even in there? And then I reminded myself they're just a bunch of stickers that are like RSVP type of kinds of things. And so I liked the colors of that sticker. So I pulled that one out. And then, yeah, I had dropped all those onto my table there. So I was picking those up. So decided on this little grouping and once again, ripping around the edges of that background piece and really inking up the sticker. I wanted to kind of hide that white border as much as I could. And we've got a visitor for a little while. And then found that piece of tea-dyed paper. Oh, sorry, gotta pet the cat. Gotta take a break to pet the cat. So I thought, well, that's kind of really nice. Oh, and then he decided to love on the camera. So, found that piece of tea-dyed paper, and I like that the sticker is kind of like a bluish purple color, and those colors just all looked really good together. So, in the end, I just decided again to kind of keep it a little bit simple. So now I'm just kind of messing around with placement and where I think maybe I want things to go. And trying to figure out what to do with that sticker. I know I want to use it, but not quite sure how. So decided to go ahead and rip it in half and just use that torn edge. And I don't know what I'm doing right now, but anyway, now we're ready to glue it down. And so I'm just gonna glue that main piece or that bigger background piece down in this one. And get the sticker ready. Pull the backing off of it. This one wasn't as bad. Sometimes they're really quick. Sometimes they take forever. But just wanted to line up where that sticker should be before I put it down. And then I thought, well, it needs a little bit something more. So I went and grabbed all my Sari Silk scraps, and I remembered I had this one with the really cool, like, kind of embroidery. And I thought, well, shoot, let's just go ahead and see how that looks on the page. And actually, it's a little different. I'm not going to lie. It's a little out there, but I think it really works. So, in the end, I decided to go ahead and add that. So now I'm ready to glue down the main quote, or the main thing of the page, which is quote. And so we're going to do that. And then I'll glue down that Sari Silk. And if you pause, you can read the quote, but I think I'm going to have it be, I'll give you another look at the final, at the end here, so you can see what it looks like when it's all said and done. So yeah, the placement is a little different, but I like how it turned out a lot. So that's it for me today, guys. Hope you all had a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.